And it's Sunday night and we're back.
Hey guys, happy Sunday.
And I'm not working.
Well, kind of.
I feel like we're off center. Do I need to move? No. No,
yeah.
we're good. How are we?
We're
Are we
all
good?
I'm
Can you see us? Can you
close
hear
to
us? Give us move over then. Can you see us? Can you hear us? I think we are live. We are live. It is Sunday night. We're back. Seeing some new names and some familiar faces in the chat. So if it's your first time here, welcome. I'm Brian. This is Julie, and we're going to mix up some mocktails for you tonight. We're going to talk cruising. And if you're back, I don't know why, but thank you.
No, guys, we missed you so much. It's been 2 weeks that we haven't been on. Brian was working both Sundays.
Cruises are expensive. Got to pick up those extra shifts.
And no, but we're back. So we're continuing our Midsummer Mashup where we talk cruising, but we also try to bring something cruising or travel to you. That's a little bit more than just our words, but maybe more of our actions. So I figured we've been doing cocktails the last couple of lives that we've done.
But we've been getting inquired. I'm going to interrupt you because we've been getting inquired. A lot of people have been talking to us about the not just the. What happened now? What happened? So how does this YouTube thing work? I'm old. LOL. You're younger than us, and if we haven't figured out, which we don't, you can figure it out too. But no, so we've been getting a lot of questions. So we've been booking a lot of people, and they've been asking questions about drink packages, and we've had a lot of people refer to us. They say, "I don't drink. So I don't want to pay the money for the drink package, but I really like some of the mixed drinks, the mocktails." Mm-hmm. So we have decided that tonight, in lieu of the cocktail recipe, we will be sharing some of the mocktail recipes.
Well, I might have a couple surprises in my sleeve because, I mean, it is us. And, when we cruise with our kids, they're always asking for the mocktails, not the cocktails. And, a couple of their favorites. We're going to talk about this. We even had them taste test some of these lately. Tonight, they were asking for a couple of other ones. We're going to tell you how we mix them up, what we do, and all that kind of thing. But the other thing that we're talking about tonight is, so you guys hear a lot about group cruises, right? There's all kinds of different travel agents, different YouTube channels, different people put together these group cruises, and everybody wants to jump on board. They're awesome. They get you group rate. They usually have activities going on, and they get
board. I see what you did there.
Yeah, I know. I'm quick-witted today. Anyway, they're fun. They're a lot of fun. You get to meet new people. You get to cruise with others. Super. But do you know we've been getting a lot of questions, and we've done this long before we were ever agents or anything. You can create and start and do your own group cruise. So we've actually been doing this a lot lately. We have 4.
Oh yeah, we have
group cruises going on right now that we're not on. We're not a part of. We are organizing and helping others kind of do their own group cruise, whether it is for a birthday party, whether it's just for an organization that wants to get together and do something fun, or just a bunch of friends or family. They just want to go out and have fun. So we're going to kind of talk a little bit about that. Has anybody in the chat ever organized? That's not an agent. That's not YouTube. That's not whatever. Have you guys ever organized your own group cruise?
If you have, let us know.
Let us know. Definitely.
But yeah, no. So we've been doing that. We have groups on NCL. We have groups on NSC. We have groups on Royal. I think that are coming up. That some of them are ours, some of them are not. I see Deb pitching there her Easter MSC cruise. So if you are in the northern,
I think Deb also did invite us to say too, if anybody's interested in. She has a really nice MSC rate that leaves out of New York on Easter Sunday. So if anybody's interested in that, reach out to us and we can share those details with you. I think it's a 7-night to the Bahamas. Stops in Florida, stops in their private island, and also
Tony Diaz says he has never been on a group cruise, and we have a first time.
Tony, we got to change that.
And let's see here. I saw a first time cruiser in here just a second ago. Here, hold on. Where'd it go? First time cruiser.
Well, welcome
Jamie
in, Jamie.
here.
We're happy
to have you. We think you're gonna love it. I recommend the drink package. But yes, there will see. So for the first timers here, there will be some inside jokes, I promise. But just ask the questions. We'll be more than happy to explain the inside jokes here.
There's nothing to
but we have our first question right out of the gate. When we're talking about group cruises, Julie Monster. We have a lot of Julies here. Julie Monster wants to know how many rooms need to be booked for it to be considered a group cruise. So typically you're looking at your 8 rooms, and oh my God, we didn't even say hello to everybody.
I was just going to say that.
Hello to everybody. We'll try to do our best.
We'll come back and say hello after we answer this question.
But how many rooms need to be booked for it to be considered a group cruise? So typically it is your 8 staterooms need to be booked for it to be considered a group cruise. However, there are some lines, NCL, that will let you do a group cruise with only 5 rooms. So there's definitely some advantages to the different lines. They all offer different amenities when you book a group cruise. But one of the best things about booking a group is you lock in that rate. Once we secure that space for you, you can tell your friends and family that you have that rate for a certain period of time. It will expire.
Yes. And it's only for the set amount of cabins that you first reserve it at, because then if you want to add more cabins, it's going to be at the prevailing rate. So that's why using an agent to help you figure this all out is ideal, because we do know the rules, the tricks, the tips, and we know how to get you the best group going. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, right now we have a birthday cruise going on NCL out west next year. Mm-hmm. We have the Easter cruise going out. We've been working on another birthday cruise that's leaving out sometime in the spring of 2024. So what's the first thing you should do? Well, you want to say your hellos? Sorry, I just jumped right on.
I'm missing a banner.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Julie hates
laying funny tonight.
Julie hates my tickers. But what I was going to say is while we're talking about groups that we have planned, our next group going is going to be on Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas, November 5th. And I see some familiar faces in this chat who I know are already booked on that cruise. And we can't wait to sail with some of you for the first time. Some of you, we can't wait to sail with you again. And that's going to be an awesome, awesome, fun cruise, leaving out of Bayonne, New Jersey, heading down to the Bahamas.
I think you got to slide. You got to slide.
Slide.
Your body. 84 days. I brought it in the room. Yeah, I know you always told me not to bring it in, but I had to bring it.
But that's going to be a fun one, and we are out of group rate rooms for that cruise. However, there are tons of rooms left on that ship. So if you want to get in last minute on that one, we will add you to the group. We can't get you that rate, but you'll be hanging out with us, so it's going to be fun.
If you want to do your own group cruise, it works the same way, right? Once you run out of those group rate rooms, people can still book and they can still be pulled into your group, no problem.
Hold on, I'm still advertising.
But they may just get a different rate. So you do lock in the rate for the amount of cabins that you want.
So if you missed this group cruise in November, but you really, really like cruising November with us, we are going to be cruising on the Freedom of the Seas in November of 2024. And that one we're going to do a little bit out of a warmer climate. That one we're going to leave out of Fort Lauderdale and we're going to head to
we're going to Falmouth,
Labadee,
and Grand
Cayman. So that's going to be a very, very fun one from there.
Super excited.
On
6 nights.
A Freedom class ship. All the benefits of the Oasis class, just a little bit smaller. So it's going to be a lot more intimate, a lot more fun. It's going to be a lot of fun on that one.
We have a really cool room.
Plenty of rooms, plenty of space left on that one. So if you're planning ahead for November of 2024, reach out to us because we can get you set up on that one. Richard, say what? Freedom of the Seas. I think you know what we're saying, Richard, because you're booked on that. So we're going to see you there. But what else you got? And then 2025 plans, we're talking about it. So what do you got next? What do you want?
Well, are you going to say hello?
I feel like we're past that.
I feel like we're past that too, but I just didn't.
Hello, everyone. I don't want anybody to feel left out. I've been trying to say hello to everybody in the chat, but I think we're caught up.
Well,
so
if
anybody's mad at me, say hello in the chat that you're mad at me, and I will give you a shout out on the.
Give us a hand wave or a thing if you want us to shout out.
Just please use all your fingers. I haven't seen that emoji on YouTube yet. I've seen it on other platforms, but I don't think YouTube has the Jersey salute.
Tony Diaz, November, I have a cruise on Odyssey out of Bayonne. Awesome.
Yeah, the Quantum class ships are great out of Bayonne in the wintertime because they have a lot of inside stuff to do. So
hi, Nancy. I'm going to say hi to Nancy. And yeah, Nancy, Sharon and Jamie, we did kind of say hello a little bit, but well, kind of. We're really glad you guys are home, and
Shug is in the house.
We only had a little bit of a delay.
Will G, what am I drinking? Tonight we are back to my standard. We're going with the lead slingers tonight. Sticking with the yet not sponsored yet, but we are going with the lead slingers.
Lead slingers bourbon
for now until Julie starts making me some. Nancy,
I have the full water tonight. I'm on a full.
How dare you not greet us and talk about your love for each of us individually? I will go back to the beginning and I will express my love for each of you individually. Thank you, Nancy, for pointing out. I
miss you, Nancy.
Yes, we miss all of you. Yes.
The
travel aid is here. Mary Ellen wants to know, what is the date in November of 2024 from Florida? Is that the 3rd?
November 3rd.
November 3rd, 2024.
November 3rd, 2024.
So we know there's another group cruise that's going to be porting back in to Miami, I believe, on the 3rd. So since you're already in Florida, just come on over.
So guys, let's talk some mocktails, okay? And then we'll get back to group cruising and how you start your own and where do you start.
Yes.
But so
all right, pause on the group cruises. Over to the mocktails.
Y'all know. Geez, you are
no, because we're getting questions.
Okay, well, we can click on the questions. We'll get to them. I can't wait to answer them, but I just want to let them know.
Nancy, we'll get back to you.
So, I have a bunch of Royal Caribbean's recipes, and we were just talking the other day. My mom has a bunch of Carnival's recipes too. I got to get my hands on that. So tonight I have the ingredients to make, and I'm going to ask you guys what you want to say. The watermelon mint lemonade. This is a fantastic drink. It is 0 proof, which means it is a mocktail. It does not have any alcohol in it. I also can make a blueberry nojito. I like nojito. Yes, these are the Royal Caribbean names for these drinks. Of course, this is not necessarily the Royal Caribbean's version, but our kids' absolute favorite drink, not only on a cruise ship, but if we go out to a restaurant anywhere, is a Shirley Temple or a Roy Rogers. So the difference between a Shirley Temple and a Roy Rogers. Anybody know? I'm sure. A Shirley Temple is made with a light colored soda or pop, ginger ale typically, but we'll talk a little bit about that, ginger ale or Sprite. So the original Shirley Temple was made with ginger ale, but more and more people have been asking for Sprites. It's still called a Shirley Temple. But if you don't preface which one you want, you may not know which one you actually get. And a Roy Rogers is made with Coke. So I know Brian and Kevin like to order the Roy Rogers sometimes. And
so Chris, no, I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry.
I have one more. So the other one that I can make tonight is a strawberry limeade. So I have all the recipes for all these. Is there anybody want to jump in the chat and let me know what you want to see first?
Shane is first with her opinion. Chris, no, I did not get a more comfortable chair yet. And yes, my back is killing me from all the overtime that I've been working. So let's see. I think we have one vote for blueberry nojito. We'll give it a second to see if there's any other more votes. Otherwise, Shana, you win. So first is best. There you go.
Talk about the
you snooze, you lose. There you go.
The blueberry nojito is, and I've heard this before, but actually Katie said this also. It tastes like a Sour Patch Kid.
Oh, this is the Sour Patch.
This is the Sour Patch Kid.
It's really good.
Meant to taste like candy in a glass. Okay, it is very, very sweet. The official recipe that I have here from Royal Caribbean is 2 ounces.
Oh, you got Julie agrees with Shana, so we're going
of real, the brand real, blueberry puree. Okay. Honestly, before I made this here at home, I didn't know that Real made blueberry, and I am in love with this. I can't wait to make other drinks with this. This is good stuff. You picked it up for me at the store. Thank you.
I know.
I said, Brian, can you get me these ingredients? He was out anyway. So this is good stuff, man. If you haven't had this yet, no.
Funny look.
I'm endorsing a product that I don't endorse. Anyway, I really liked it. It's good. So anyway, this is the blueberry puree. They use the sweetened lime juice. So I have this.
Everyone
one,
get out your notepads.
But there are other brands. I'm just using sweetened lime juice. And then they also call for 1 ounce of simple syrup. Guys, I made this. I don't put in the extra simple syrup. This is super sweet. This is super sweet.
1,000% sugar.
Yes, it's sweet. I also made this, and yes, it does taste like a Sour Patch Kid. Keep an eye on the comments because I can't see them while I'm doing this.
All right.
And then like that's it. Other than ice, this is a sweet.
That's everything that's in the drink?
Yes. And they want simple syrup in it. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna make it I'm not gonna add the simple syrup tonight, but I'm letting you know they want 2 ounces of blueberry puree, 4 ounces of lime juice, and then 1 ounce of simple syrup.
Hi,
I'm only adding these two. And
can I get a blueberry mojito with a side of diabetes, please?
I'm gonna make it with just about 1 ounce of the blueberry puree and about 2 ounces of the lime juice for you guys.
Do I have to taste this one?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
It does go in a glass like this. However, we are talking mocktails.
Where'd you get that glass, Julie?
We are talking kids. We are talking mocktails. We are talking kids. We are talking outside. We are talking sometimes pool deck. We're talking sometimes patio. I'm going to make it just like I would for my kids.
Mary Ellen suggests making it by blending up fresh blueberries.
That would be so good. Mary Ellen, this could be so good, so good. I'm going to talk a little bit about how we at my house, at our house, change up these recipes a little bit because we're talking about kind of bringing cruising home when you're home. And our kids, when we have parties sometimes, like, birthday parties or little gatherings with our friends, we've set up a lemonade bar before for the kids where there's a big, container or pitcher of lemonade and then a bunch of different add-ins. So whether it's a blueberry puree or whether it's a strawberry
Shayna
syrup.
would like to know, where's the mint? I thought mojitos have muddled mint.
This is true. I
got you mint.
Yes, I know. That is a garnish. That's the garnish that's coming in. So yes, that's going to go in this. So I'm going to squeeze. Ooh, I'm spilling. Sorry, guys.
Yes, Richard, hockey season is right around the corner, and we're only going to miss one practice when we go on the group cruise.
I'm going to do about an ounce of blueberry here.
That's an ounce? Okay.
Got 2 of the lime. And then I'm not shaking any of these either just because I'm at home, but you could totally shake this. It would probably be good to shake it and probably water it down a little bit. Alrighty, there we go. And you know what I have to go?
So we have a question from Julie Monster. She says, do we have a Facebook page? Yes, Julie, we do have a Facebook page. So I will put a link to that here. Actually, where do I put it? Do I put it here? I'll put it here. So there's the link to the Facebook page. And we also have a community group, which if you haven't joined yet, you should definitely join the community group because that's where all the fun stuff happens.
Take 3 or 4 mint leaves, right? Here's our mint. I have fresh mint in the backyard. We have this right here. So if you've ever seen the bartenders do this, pack it.
Why do we do that?
It releases the oils and the aroma. So that's what you want. And that definitely, this drink definitely needs it. Throw it on top. Give it a stir. It does, as soon as you hit that mint, oh my God, it smells so good. It really does smell
kind of reeks in.
It doesn't reek, it loves the smell of it. And I'm stirring it in there because.
Nancy says, spank that leaf.
Woohoo! It tastes like grape candy, or not grape because it's blueberry, but it tastes very, very, very sweet.
You didn't put the mint in the other one before. Let's see if that makes it better. Woo-hoo.
It's sweet. It's sweet. The kids love it. It's not particularly for me. So when we made it,
be awake for 3 days now.
Katie, who loves Sour Patch Kids, actually did say ooh, and after a while, even she couldn't finish it. She said she loved it in the beginning, but it wasn't even a little bit much for her. So I added a little bit of club soda to it and asked her if that was better. She said it dulled down a little bit, and she actually then missed it the way it was. So
some people take a tequila shot and then chase it with a lime. You take that and you got to chase it with some bourbon.
So let's talk about, because I want to do this. We're talking about these mocktails, but what if you wanted, or what if you have the refreshment package and want to purchase a little bit of side alcohol? and make this a nut cocktail. So I did.
So what Julie's talking about. So for the non-Royal Caribbean people out there, Royal Caribbean offers 3 levels of your drink package. The lowest level is your soda package, which includes like your sodas and juices and things like that. Then there's a second level called the refreshment package, which includes all of your mixed, just non-alcoholic drinks. So your mocktails, and we had several on our last group cruise who really enjoyed having that package. They got to enjoy a lot of the mixed drinks that did not come with alcohol. And then you have your deluxe beverage package, which that's kind of where I live.
Now, guys, I'm even sipping these a little bit. I am doing a health cleanse right now. I have been really good in sticking to it.
You have been very good.
Still have a few more days, so I'm gonna let you taste because I'm trying not to cheat.
No, you've been good. Let's see.
That's with. Oh, sorry. You were talking. I added some Bacardi rum.
That's still very, very sweet.
Yeah, it's very
Julie
sweet.
Says
but if sweet is your thing, you might want to try this. You might want to try to add the rum. So
that's if you like sweet stuff, like if you like to go to the grocery store and just buy a bag of sugar and stick your face in it and just kind of go to town, that's definitely your drink right there. Whew.
So
I do. I think I just got diabetes. I really do.
I can't imagine. I can't believe that they add simple syrup to that too.
I don't know how you could add simple syrup to that.
Guys, I have to say this though. I do have to try it on the ship now. I have to see, because I can't tell you how close it is.
I don't know. I'm a fan. So we got people saying that would. I think rum with that one. I would go rum.
Yeah, I would go rum with that one too.
What did you put in that? You put in.
I did. I put Bacardi.
It needs something else. I don't know what.
Well, we can play with it another time because I do have that was not our favorite of all these that we have. That was actually the one that was not our favorite. Let's see. I'm gonna say.
Can we go back to group cruises?
I will say this too. I think I would love the idea of a blueberry mojito. I love Mary Ellen Dillon's idea of putting in fresh blueberries, but even with the blueberry syrup, I think a little bit of club soda and a little bit more mint. And yeah,
Julie has her application in for
maybe
bar recipe person on Royal Caribbean. We haven't heard back yet, but we're hoping.
Fresh lime. I would use fresh lime juice without the sugar. Definitely. And then I would just use a lot of ice, and you could probably blend that.
So Alan says, if you have the refreshment package, can you buy the alcohol separate and add it yourself?
Definitely.
Or if you have other creative ways to get alcohol on the ship, that could work out for you too.
And kick count.
Yes, that's kick count. Hey, it's been a while since there's been a kick count. That's only kick count number 1 for the night. So there we go.
Yeah, if you have the refreshment package, like, because say maybe you're not going to drink your, the money's worth of alcohol, but you do like a cocktail once in a while, you can purchase the mocktail, you can purchase the 0 proof drink, and then purchase a shot on the side, add it to it. And, if you have the refreshment package, you're not paying for the refreshment drink. You're only paying for the shot that you're adding to it. So that's a great way to kind of save a little bit of money if you're not going to spend, if you're not going to break even with the refreshment, or I'm sorry, with the drink package. That's a good idea. So all 3 resoundingly loved our modified version of the watermelon mint lemonade. Now, Kevin's favorite drink that we tried was the watermelon mint lemonade. So I'll make that next. The watermelon mint lemonade.
Sugar says 1 shot, not enough.
I can't disagree. But you can add as many as you want by purchasing those shots. So, so let's talk about the watermelon mint lemonade. Super good. They use an ounce of watermelon syrup. It uses 4 ounces of lemonade, regular lemonade. And then you're going to add your mint leaves to this too. This is really good. This one I will absolutely drink. Again, I'm going to take my cup. Now, I have watermelon. I don't have the container out. I borrowed some watermelon syrup.
We're gonna throw a shout out to the Bullseye Bar down in Easton, Pennsylvania. Thank you to Skeggy's Axe House for their contribution
for borrowing a little bit
of
of watermelon syrup when I could not find it at the store. So
if you're anywhere near Easton, Pennsylvania, make sure you check out Skeggy's Axe House.
And then
also not sponsored.
So another thing that our kids love to drink is they drink lemonade year round. we buy the big bottle from the grocery store, from the box stores, the whatever, of lemonade, a cup of lemonade to about 3/4 to a cup of sugar, fill it up with 2 quarts of water, double it, make a gallon, and there's your lemonade. So we always have lemonade in our house. Watermelon syrup.
Don't forget your mint.
That goes in last.
That needs ice.
I'm putting in the ice last because otherwise, because I'm not shaking it, the syrup sticks to the ice at the bottom.
Okay.
So that's why I'm doing it. So
Julie says she has a lemon tree for lemonade. Now, Richard says, how close are we to Easton? We're only about 20 minutes from Easton, Pennsylvania. So, but Julie says she has a lemon tree for lemonade. Now, Julie, we know exactly where you're located, and my grandparents actually used to live one town over from you. One of my favorite memories from being a kid is going to Grandma and Grandpa's house, boom, and going to their house, and they had an orange tree in the backyard, and my job was to pick the oranges from the top branches, so Grandma could make orange juice every morning. Deb says, Skeggies for the win. Yes, Skeggies for the win. They hooked us up.
This is so refreshing. This is so, I meant that was sticking to my hand. So refreshing. It's so good. I would totally drink this outside here in our yard. I would drink this on a cruise ship if I was not having a cocktail. It's good.
Ooh, I wonder if that tastes like that blended thing that I used to get from the ice cream shop down the street.
I actually think that's the first thing I thought when I tasted it. It's like your favorite little slushy thing, right?
Oh yeah, you know what? So this is good. This needs to be blended, and the alcohol added to that one.
Yeah. Well, I would add vodka to this.
Yes.
So I would add a shot or 2 or 4 or whatever floats your boat. See what I did there? And but
Julie's strong with the dad jokes tonight.
This is Kevin's favorite. I'm actually going to save this for him because the one that I want to make.
Wait.
What?
Nancy. Watermelon Jello shots.
Watermelon lemonade. Jello shots. Lemon Jello. Watermelon Jello. Lemon Jello. Ooh, no. You know what I would do? To spice this up?
Uh-oh. No, she's going to put something spicy in it. Don't do that.
Spicy.
No,
sorry.
Don't do that. No,
So, watermelon vodka.
Oh, there you go.
This has been in our freezer for a very long time.
Oh, let me just go get randomly have watermelon vodka.
Every time, well, I think you said Jello shots. I actually think that maybe forever ago we made some Jello shots. I don't know. It's been in there for a long time. But I think I would add watermelon vodka to this. Will you drink it if I put it in there?
Sure, why not? I'm drinking everything else.
I'm just gonna try it.
Nobody has to go to work tomorrow, right?
All right, let's try this. Give that a good stir. Give it a taste and let us know.
Can you have too much watermelon? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one right there.
That's right there.
This
is the next one. The one that you're gonna ask me for next time we lay out by the pool or something, right? All right.
That's the one. Oh, Scott.
Oh God, that does smell good.
Scott from the Mustard Drill has
guys.
joined us from the Oasis of the Seas, where we actually have our good friends Vic and Laura on the Oasis of the Seas right now for their anniversary. So, Scott, if you bump into,
I don't know if it matches your bourbon.
Scott, Vic and Laura have been posting pictures on our community group. So go there, grab a picture of them so you know what they look like. And if you see them, go up to them, say hello, and wish them a happy anniversary. So they are sailing on the Oasis of the Seas. It's their first time on Royal Caribbean right now. Good friends, good clients, and they're having a blast.
So that is good. And actually, I think I like it even better with
we're just going to leave this right here.
with the watermelon vodka.
No,
that's
better.
really, really good.
It's better.
Yeah. Next time, we're gonna make that. We're gonna keep that recipe in mind, guys. You saw it here.
So Alan has a question.
Yeah.
Alan says, does the hibachi restaurant on Oasis of the Seas do lunch or just dinner?
Great question. It does both. Yeah, the hibachi restaurant, it usually the lunch price is actually even a little bit cheaper. So if you want to make reservations ahead of time because the hibachi tables are limited and the times do fill up. So you can do it for lunch and then you can also make reservations for dinner. I don't know if the menus are exactly the same or not. I'm sure you can pull them up online. I know you can probably pull them up on your app, or I know you can pull them up on your app. so you can see if there's any differences between the lunch or the.
But that's actually is that video up yet or no? Your lunch with your mom?
Is that the one that I'm working on right now? Or is that
We're so far behind on videos. Please, thank you for all for being patient with us.
No, that one's up. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I just posted a video. It was a couple weeks ago. It was like 2.5, 3 weeks ago.
Julie has a video up there of her lunch.
But that wasn't hibachi though. That was at Izumi. So
right.
We got sushi, but it's in the same room, same area. They were doing hibachi behind us. You can do hibachi lunch there, but you just have to book it ahead of time. So my kids' favorite version, rather than the watermelon, is the strawberry. They're
not going to like this one.
Not one of
this one's good. I'm telling you, this needs to be blended. You just add
strawberry syrup. You add your lemonade.
We own stock in lemonade, by the way.
You see how it changes it because it like gets a funky there. I'm gonna borrow the straw.
Get the blender out. There's enough sugar on that. It's like a.
Now I would probably
That's good idea.
Yeah, well, that's why I don't put the ice in first. But I wanted to show you. See, guys, kind of like gets all.
Mary Ellen says she saw your Izuma video. So yes, we did finish that one. We don't even know where we're at. We don't know what day it is. That's why we have a live once a week, so we can keep track of the days.
This is awesome. I like the strawberry better than. Well, actually, with the vodka, I like the.
This is good.
Watermelon better.
I recommend.
But without the vodka, I like this one better.
So we do a show about mocktails, and what do? We add alcohol to everything, and we go, "Oh, these are better this way." Guys
that you can change up anything, and so my point too is like this is my kid's favorite. This is the exact same recipe as that, but we added strawberry instead of watermelon. You could add, which I know is absolutely delicious, the blueberry instead too. You could add anything that you want to change it up. But not only that, you can do this on a cruise ship too. So if they have the watermelon mint lemonade on the menu, but you're like, oh, hey, I heard that strawberry was really good. You can ask for it with strawberry instead of watermelon. I do this on a cruise ship with mimosas. Mm-hmm. I will order a strawberry mimosa where they'll put a little bit of the strawberry syrup in it and the champagne or the Prosecco or whatever they have. And that I really like that. But you can also order any flavor. I know some people like the pineapple flavor. Some people like the peach flavor. So yeah, whatever you like. But cheers, guys.
You also
and the mint makes all the difference. It's really good without the mint, but with the mint, the smell, the aromas are so good.
You also did that when we were in New Orleans, and that video is up where you got the flight of the different flavored mimosas from the Red Slipper. Mm-hmm. No,
Ruby Slipper,
something like that. It was yeah. Red. But all right, so
I can make some more mocktails, but let's go back to our group cruise questions and any other questions that are in the chat.
So, like we said, we have two group cruises already booked that we are coordinating, and we're going on, and we hope that we have a lot of you here going with us in November.
Hold on a second. Those are our group cruises.
I know, we're getting there. Like
we've already talked about this. I want to talk about if you out there, Mr. Joe Schmo or Miss Sally Midfield. I don't know.
There's no Joe or Sally in the chat.
If you guys want to get together with some friends or have something to celebrate and you want to try to organize, where do you start? Hello, Katie. Katie just came down. Well, come here. You want to come say hi now that you're here? No? Do you have a problem? Okay. Well.
All right. So when you're talking about a group cruise, there's a couple different ways you can set up a group cruise, and you don't have to have, if you let's say you have a lot of. So most of what we've found is friends and family that want to travel together. They want to have rooms near each other. Not sure if everybody's ready to book all at once. So the best way to do that is to get a hold of somebody, get a hold of your travel agent, preferably us, of course, and decide, what's going to work best for you. We'll spend the time to figure out what's the right ship for you. Every ship's got a little different amenities. You got to see what really works for your group, what's most important to your group. Surf. Hey, Surf, how are you? Surf. Yes, Surf, we definitely owe you a call. I have to look into that other one for you. I didn't forget about you, I promise.
Well, okay. So can I interrupt you?
Yes,
please do. Katie came down.
I lost my train of thought when Katie
wanted the
came
door
down.
open. The boys wanted the door closed. They're fine. They're watching a movie upstairs.
Julie made a drink with fresh pineapple and strawberries blended with ice and a bit of OJ.
That sounds delicious. Really, really good. So if you want to do a group cruise, here's where you start. Okay. Have an idea of when you want to go. Have an idea of who wants to go or who you want to invite. Okay. Start there. And then, then we get the ball rolling, because we can help you decide, is there a better or the right line to do this cruise on? Because different cruise lines will offer different group perks or amenities. What's the best port to leave out of? Because where are most of your people coming from? And then, what kind of rate do you want to lock in? What kind of room categories do you want? Do you want interiors? Do you want ocean views? Do you want balconies? What kind of rooms do you think that people are going to want? And then how are you going to share this information with the people that you want to bring on this cruise?
And this is the same process that we go through when we decide on our group cruises. So it's the same process we went through when we picked out the Anthem Takes Jersey Week cruise for this November. We said, who's going to go? And, a lot of our interest was coming from New Jersey when kids are off of school for that, or most of that week. So it's called Jersey Week. So we said, we need something that's good for families, good for Jersey, and something, a lot of families wanted to go. So we had to find something where they didn't have to fly.
So if you know that you want to celebrate a birthday, we have 50th birthdays, we have 70th birthdays, we have 30th birthdays, we have 40th anniversaries. So if you know you have something that you want to celebrate, you're probably going to want to do it in that year or right before, within months before, within months after. So if you have that idea, and then again, if you have kind of an idea of either what type of ship or where you want to go or what port, we can start looking from there. Also, how long do you think you want to be away for?
So Julie, I think I'd like to set up a group cruise for this December.
Wonderful. That's probably not going to be likely to happen as a group cruise, although we can help you book it because we are in, where are we in August? We don't have enough. It's not a matter of time. It's a matter of group space on the ships. Each ship allots amount of group space, and then being able to organize things. We're already going to be in our final payment zone. So you're going to have to give yourself enough time for sure.
So the point of that question is if you want to book a group, the best thing to do is plan as far in advance as you possibly can.
Can never be too, well, the only reason it would be too early is if you don't have dates out for the time that you want to go.
We've already gotten questions from several of you. Hey, what's How We Cruise doing in 2025? And something. It's coming.
Promise.
We promise it'll be there.
We're on it, but
we're
still waiting for a few things.
Few things got to work themselves out first.
Dates and times.
But what's most important is booking that far enough out, because each line only allows a certain amount of group space, because those are good rates, and they want to sell things at the price that makes the most sense to them. And Shana asked a good question. She says, what happens if you reserve rooms for your group that no one books? So it really does depend on the line. Some lines will protect your amenities and other lines will not, but they won't cancel any of the bookings that are made within the group. No. And they won't change the rates of what people book at. It's just whether or not you'd be entitled to those amenities or not.
Yeah. So maybe you won't get the onboard credit that you were hoping to get as a group, or maybe you won't get a cocktail party that you were hoping to plan as a group, or maybe you won't get to be able to give a room gift that you were hoping that was part of the package of your group. There's a bunch of things that you can pick when you set up a group that can entice people to want to book with you, that the cruise line helps you determine, we help you determine based on setting up your group. If you don't meet your minimum, then you're just not a group, but everybody who is booked still gets to keep their room. They get to keep the rate that they got. If it's most groups will do a refundable deposit. So if people decide, well, the group kind of fizzled out, I don't want to go anymore, they can hopefully, but make sure you know this if you're booking it and want to potentially not go if it's not a group, you can get your money back.
And there's a bunch of intricacies to this. There's a whole bunch of other things you can do that I recommend, if you want to do your own group cruise, that you book it through somebody who knows what they're doing. It's totally, viable to go straight through any one of the cruise lines, but it's kind of what we pride ourselves on is doing. So, if you want to book your own group, definitely reach out to us. We're more than happy to help.
I'm going to piggyback on that question too. What happens if you sell out of your room rate? Like, let's say you held 8 cabins because you were hoping for 8 cabins, and all 8 of those cabins book up. There's the potential for possibly adding more rooms to your group. You can do this one of 2 ways.
Well, that happened with Anthem.
Yes. You can do this by booking outside of the group and then pulling the cabin in. So, you want to come on my group cruise, it's already full. You go ahead, you book, and then we'll call the line and we'll pull you into our group so you are now part of our group. So then any amenities would then...
You get the amenities, but you wouldn't get the rate.
Right. It may be different. Now, if the other thing you can do, if you're organizing the group, work with your agent, work with the line, is you can try to grab some more rooms at the prevailing rate. So it may be the same, it may be a slightly higher, but you can still lock in again and add them onto your group. And
just to give you an example, that's exactly what happened with our Anthem Takes Jersey week. Is we expected how many rooms we were going to need. We held those rooms, and they started selling out really, really fast.
Yeah.
And we said, you know what? I think we're going to need more. So while it was still pretty early, we grabbed a few more rooms. They weren't the same rate,
but they were not off by much.
But they were still a little bit better, and they're still probably way better than the prevailing rate is right now. So you could still book that November 5th Anthem and Seas sailing.
November 3rd in 2024,
no,
you're
November this year. You can book that.
But not
at the prevailing rate.
We can put you in if you want to come. We can put you in. The prevailing
it's
rate's
worth it. I mean, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Nancy wants to know: do you get more perks with more rooms?
Great question.
That is also one that I think depends on the line too.
It does. It does depend on the line.
Because, like, for example, Royal Caribbean, when you set up your group, they assign you a certain number of points. If you want to get more points, you can purchase those more points. And those points is what you trade in for your amenities. Other lines operate a little bit differently.
Carnival's
and they'll give you more. They'll give you more perks.
Yep.
Yeah, you can pick up other stuff along the way.
So yeah.
Why do I keep drinking this one?
Again, it really depends on the line, and it depends on how you set it up. And that can be very personalized to working with whoever you're working with to figure out how what's best for you. I know that, you can get, like, a lot of times the more rooms you have, maybe you can get a little bit of extra onboard credit for people, or you can get extra, an extra amenity. So, and some of the things, there's items that can be put in the room. There's, like we said, events that you can hold, like cocktail hours. There are onboard credit. Sometimes you can even trade in for, like, room upgrades, right? But that might not be across the board for your entire group. So, there's different things that you can do. So I'm going to lead this in.
So if you were going to set up your own group cruise, we're going to steal a little bit of information from you guys. We want to know what would be the amenities that you're looking for in setting up your group cruise. What are the things that you most enjoy when you get a group cruise? I think one of the biggest things people like to see is onboard credit. But curious to know what you're all interested in a group cruise. What amenity really go, ooh, that makes me, I mean, other than going with us, of course. What interests you in a group cruise?
Julie Amos has a great question, and I'm going to answer this, and I don't mean to not answer it directly, but the perks for the group leader depend on who you're organizing it through. And I think I'm going to leave it at that, because there's different ways to set up a group, and and each person who sets up that group has different abilities, right? So different agents could set up groups different ways, and different agents could have different abilities to set up groups. If you didn't use an agent at all, there's also different things that different, it's a different setup a little bit differently. So not to answer that wishy-washy, it's just too vague to be able to answer it. But you can get perks as the group organizer, but usually the biggest perk of setting up a group is being able to pick the amenities that you want and lock in a deal and bring the people that you really want to come with you. So did that answer it or not? I mean,
no, the cruise lines are definitely offering perks to who's leading the group.
I love that idea. Discounted Wi-Fi would be great.
Yeah. It'd be great for us.
That would be a good perk.
They definitely always offer something. It's just what they offer and what the rate is, and it all depends on how many rooms and all that. So there is definitely a perk to being the group leader, because it is it can be work. It can be a lot of work. So if it's something you want to do, we're happy to help you set up and lead your group. Alan says, are the rates the same booking with a travel agent versus booking yourself?
Yes and no. You will never pay. I'm wishy-washy all around the board today. No, you'll never
you want me to take that one?
No, you'll never pay more by going through a travel agent. There's no added, or you shouldn't. If you're paying extra, find a different agent, okay? Your travel agents, but for working with you and for you get a commission, but they get that from the cruise line. Mm-hmm. If you book yourself, that commission is still built into your price. It's no different. It just goes to the person helping you on the line side. So there's no extra cost for using a travel agent. You'll book the same rate. The reason a travel agent can get you a better rate, and stop me if you disagree with me, but the reason a travel agent can get you a better rate is because they have access to, or if we're talking setting up groups, right? They can lock you in and help you and find those best deals. If you're not going through a group and you're just booking on your own, they have access to maybe other group rates that they can book you into.
So now
you can only get a better rate.
Now there is one way that booking with a travel agent will cost you more than booking on your own. And that is, there are some agencies that will charge a planning fee, a booking fee to do that. We do not do that. That's just not a space that we want to be in. We want to see everyone get the best deal they can, and we'll take whatever commission we get from the cruise line. We don't want your money; we want their money.
That's true.
So no, booking through a travel agent, at least through us, should never, ever cost you more than booking yourself. And at worst case scenario, that agent should be able to get you some sort of amenity. Onboard credit, some kind of gift in your room, some kind of anything, but all the rates that you see are all available to the agents. So Tony says
has a great price.
TA will help you out better if there's a drop in price on the cruise. And that is definitely something that we booked somebody earlier today, and the rate specific said, definitely can be repriced. So we know that we're going to have to be keeping an eye on that. And if that rate drops, we will grab that lower rate for that client.
Now, I'm going to also piggyback off this, because I've watched YouTube videos out there that were talking about the value of using a travel agent versus not, versus whatever. And, most of the community definitely understands the value in using an agent. But what were so
stop reading the chat and answer the question.
I know the videos I'm thinking. So, will your travel agent watch your price for you? We do. But we might miss it. Okay. So if you see it, reach out.
Never be shy to reach out to your agent.
But there are agents out there who aren't watching, and that's okay. So that might be a good question to ask them if you're using them. Are you watching my price for me? Mm-hmm. It's a good question, but always kind of keep an eye on it yourself, because if it's missed, we want you to get the best deal. Absolutely, right. 1,000,000%.
It's something that we watch for. It's something that all the agents that we're friendly with watch for. So if you know any other agents that are in this chat, they're definitely watching for those prices for you. But Surf has a good question. We're going to jump over to Surf's question here. Surf says, is booking last minute for a deal a thing? You want to give your wishy-washy answer, Jewel?
You did.
So last minute deals used to be a really big thing. But right now, if you've been on a kind of cruise recently, you'll notice that capacities are up, and they're at or near, just about every sailing is at or near full. So if the cruise lines have as many people on them as they can handle, and also you got to notice that if you've been on a cruise recently, a lot of the staffing is down. I know that we were talking about a couple of months ago, NCL laid off almost 15% of their staff across the board. their cruise lines are struggling to regain their profits after the shutdown. So,
but cruising is back.
Cruising is definitely back. And
cruise lines are cruising at capacity, and people everybody's having a great time. It's not a bad thing.
Mary Ellen said it. They used to be a thing, not now. Now, will it go back?
Maybe.
I think it will. I think right now we're kind of in a high. I think you've still got people using their future cruise credits from back in the shutdown. I think everybody's excited still. There's a lot of new ships that didn't come out during that shutdown that are now out. Carnival's got new ships out. Royal's got new ships out. NCL's got new ships out. Everybody's excited for what's going on in the industry right now. So prices are definitely higher right
where
now.
It used to be a thing where you could get the last minute deal, Mike has a good question. Am I correct in saying it's better to book as soon as a cruise becomes available to book? I would say right now in the industry, yes. To book earlier, the better, especially when you can do a reprice, because if you book it as soon as it becomes available, you have a long time then to be able to watch that price, to look for deals or look for a sale or watch for something to go down.
We say that all the time with the Royal Caribbean, like onboard, add-ons, your drink packages, your dining packages, things like that. The sooner you book that, the longer time you have. So book it as soon as you're comfortable with the price, and just assume that that's going to be the price that you pay. And if that price goes down even a little bit, make sure you're all over your travel agent, to say, hey, I saw this price go down. Can you please adjust it for me? More than happy to do that. And then you'll get the better price and all that. So Will G says rates have not dropped much recently, much lately. And yeah, you're 100% on those. Yeah, well, we're watching that, Jewel, for you. We'll keep an eye on that and we'll let you know. And Mary Ellen says it'll be interesting to see how the breakaway is staffed this month. I know when Mary Ellen, you were with us when Mary Ellen was with us, right? In January. Yeah. And they were working their butts off.
They were.
Those guys, and some people were more patient than others.
But booking early, like Michael, you have a really good point in saying, is it correct to say to book as soon as possible? That's another good reason why, if you want to do a group cruise, if you want to do your own group cruise, talk to somebody and have an idea of where and what you want and lock it in as soon as possible. Because just like if you book your own cruise, if you book, say you hold 8 cabins, say you hold 15 cabins, say you hold 50 cabins, I'm just throwing out numbers there, but say you hold these cabins for your group cruise, you hold them at that prevailing rate. If that rate drops, you can reprice your group cruise. Okay. So those people that have already booked will get the lower price, and the rest of the cabins will be then set at the lower price. So the earlier, the better. You just have longer time to watch those prices.
So three things I'll say. Kurt mentions it here. Hi, Kurt. How are you? If you book a cruise a year or more in advance with MSC, they have a discount percentage.
Mm-hmm. A lot of ones have early booking rates too.
Royal, if you book in a group inside of a group
right now,
more than 6 months in advance, they have a bonus onboard credit that you get for booking early. And Carnival has their early saver program. Where you can save a lot of money by booking further out. So definitely, if you're looking to cruise right now, or if you're looking to cruise in 24 or 25, now is the time to book. And since I said that, I'll just throw our email up there just in case anybody's looking to book a cruise. While we're still in the chat, we can't answer all your questions right now, so just email us which ship you want to book.
We love chatting about this. We love the questions. Keep them coming. These are really, really good questions, and I know that other people will benefit from them. But if you want to talk more about what you can do or have further questions, don't ever hesitate to reach out to us. You can always email us. You can call us. You can text us. We do Zoom calls. We do Facebook. We do it all. So
now we're going to start winding up soon. So I want to know, who here have we convinced in the last hour to either try a mocktail or book your own group cruise? Because either way, we're going to take responsibility for that, and we're going to say that we talked you into it. So if you liked one of the drinks you saw tonight, let us know which one of the drinks you like the most that you're going to try and go make.
I didn't
when
make
you
it.
Get home tonight.
Save it. I'll save it for another one, because you know what?
Limeade?
This is one of my very favorite drinks. The strawberry limeade is so good. I make a version of this. I'll wait until I'm off of my cleanse, and I will make my alcoholic version of this and my non-alcoholic version of this. It's a strawberry limeade. It is absolutely to die for. I make it with gin when it has alcohol in it, and when it doesn't have alcohol in it, it's just as refreshing and really good.
So Sugar says the RCL drink package is so expensive. Yeah, yes. it's really climbed up a lot.
It's expensive, but do your homework, do your research, do your math, because if you're not going to spend that money, you don't need the drink package. It's for the people who really are going to spend money on everything from their coffees and their sodas and their mocktails and their alcoholic drinks, and they're gonna, maybe they like to drink more expensive stuff. Maybe they want to drink all day long the entire cruise. Whatever it is, if you're gonna spend that money, then it's worth getting the drink package. If you're not gonna spend that money, well, then.
Mary Ellen says, you've talked me into the 2024 group cruise.
Yay!
All right, Mary Ellen, we're gonna have to find a good rate for you. We're out of group rate rooms, but we'll find something good for you.
No,
give us a
not
shout.
2024. We're not out of group rates on 2024. 2023, we're out of group rates.
What year is it?
We're in 2023. Mary Ellen, don't worry about it. See, this is what happens when I drink water and you drink bourbon.
We'll see you in 2024.
There's a lot of awesome people
there's
on
plenty. Yes, there's plenty.
Up for that cruise.
Plenty of rooms on that one. We've got you covered on that one. Well, that's easy. Yeah. We got you.
I was going to say something.
Man,
yes, Michael, that's a great point. Once you hit Michael and Maria, once you hit Diamond, you get on Royal Caribbean. They give you 4 free drinks a day. It's a nice little perk.
That's great, Mike. But what do you do after lunch?
Oh.
Let's see here.
What was I going to say before? I forget.
I don't know. Are we out of stuff to talk about? That never happens.
Never. Well, gee, we are too. We're waiting for them to open up the rest of 2025. We know that we've been talking to other people who have reached out to us too, who said, we told them this, we're watching too for things to open up for them, cruising in different places and on different lines.
Mm-hmm. No, we
can't wait.
2025 is going to be a amazing group cruise. Dare I say?
Rob,
it's going to be good.
And Jan said, I wish Carnival did that. What are we wishing Carnival did?
The Diamond, the 4 drinks a day.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. I do too. Yeah.
They'd probably have to count it towards your 15 though, which would kind of just make it.
Listen, we don't hit the 15, so who cares? And actually, well, I'm going to be straight out there, like, because Carnival with that 15, it only counts as an alcohol drink, so you get all your other drinks for free, or part of your package. I shouldn't say for free, included. But their drinks are stronger.
Carnival drinks.
Drinks are stronger. Royal, they're not as strong.
If you agree, Carnival drinks are stronger than Royal Caribbean drinks, let us know in the chat.
Yeah.
Tony says, I'm Diamond, so is my wife. We get 2 cabins. Whoever's with my 13-year-old daughter, who gets the drink package, the other uses the vouchers. Yeah, perfect. That's, you know what? There's always a way, to save money. And the best thing to do when you're new to cruising, talk to people that have cruised before. They know all the tricks. They know all the tips. They know all the.
Mary Ellen, I don't think our 2025 group cruise will be in February.
No,
I am definitely hoping. We love our November one, so we definitely want to keep November rolling, or at least I do. But we won't know until we see what's out there and what the rates are. But definitely expect something before November. But it probably won't be as early as February. It would be later in the year.
The only teaser I will give about 2025. No.
I'm kicking because I don't want him to give any teasers.
No, the only teaser I can give is we are how we cruise, and we cruise with kids. So you can bet that whatever we do in 2025, when we announce it,
our group cruise will include our kids.
It will be the kids will be with us. It will be a kid friendly, so it will not be on Holland America. So for those of you who are waiting for the 2025 Holland America group cruise, I'm sorry to disappoint you. You heard it here first. It will not be Holland America. I apologize. I'm sorry. I just watched 20 people drop off the chat because we weren't going on Holland America, but I apologize. Chris says, hit the thumbs up. I agree.
Excited.
Chris, thank you very much for that. Definitely hit the thumbs up.
If
you haven't subscribed to the channel,
you're gonna make my strawberry limeade.
Well, we're over an hour, so we'll save the limeade because
I can't make it today because I'm gonna make it with the gin. I'm gonna make the good stuff. Make it with Hendrix, guys. It's so good.
Shayna says, "Oh no,
yeah, no,
so no
virgin
voyages.
voyages. It's not going to be on Virgin. It's not going to be on Holland America.
I'm nervous about virgin voyages. Like for myself, there's a story about Las Vegas that we'll tell you.
So I was watching Auntie Mean's posts and stuff the other day because she's on Virgin. She's on there with Jocelyn and is V on there with them. Anyway, I've been watching their posts and watching what they're putting up, and yeah, of course, V's on everything. And they had me second guessing. They had me because at first, anyway, that's a topic for another live. That's a topic for.
That's a horse of a different color. Let's see. Nancy says, I can tell you that the fun chip drink on Carnival really gets me quickly, but that's my favorite. Oh, I thought you were talking about the group cruise. You're talking about the drink. What else you got? What else you guys want to talk about?
Tony Diaz is dying to do a Virgin cruise.
We have a lot of cruises. We were just talking about it earlier today.
I want to experience everything, guys. I will give everything a shot. I want to try it out.
We've done some changes with our agency over the summer that have gotten us really excited for where we going with how we cruise. You're definitely going to be seeing a lot more of us on the travel side of things. Definitely a lot more group cruises, a lot more in the bookings area. So definitely a big step for us in where we're taking this as a business, and we're looking forward to all the things that's going to take, where we're going to go with it, and where you can all come with us, hopefully. So we appreciate you all stopping in here every Sunday and spending an hour or so with us. Yeah. We love it. We love talking to all of you. Thank you all for hanging out and spending some time with us. I'm getting all teary-eyed. I like this.
You like this? This is nice.
This is nice. I like this. Oh, I'm gonna drink my watermelon.
Guys, if you are thinking about booking a cruise, if you want to book a cruise, if you have questions about cruising, reach out to us. We're happy to help you. We're happy to answer. We hope that you want to book through us. If you opt not to, we're still happy to give you a hand. So,
am I working next Sunday?
I don't know. Are you?
No, I think I'm off next Sunday. So we will be live again next Sunday, 9 p.m. Thank you, Tony.
Are you working the 19th? Okay, we have something going on.
Why would we have?
Yeah, that's all right. So yeah, guys, we will be on the 20th. We'll be on next week. So
I'm working the 18th. I don't know.
So he'll be nice and fresh for you guys on Sunday night.
I'm gonna be tired next Sunday, but I'll be here, and I hope you all are too. And I want you all to bring a friend. Everybody's got to bring a friend. That's your goal. We love this community. We want to see it grow. So everybody next week, you have to bring a friend. Bring a friend, and we will see you all next Sunday night. Until then, don't forget about our group cruises. Call us to set up your own group cruise. Try a mocktail, or
turn it into a cocktail,
or make it a cocktail. And until then, we'll see you next week.
We'll see you on Seas.